But you know what I say, every day above ground is a good day. God is pretty awesome that he is. All right, let's go back to our conversation with our mayor. And we're going to let those of you who were kind enough to call in to answer your question and coach. And then I'll have a closing until the time in which we must release her to stay honorable with our time. Kim.
Good morning, Madam Mayor. My question is about the water main breaks. I wanted to know how the city plans on paying for this, or are we looking at an increase in property taxes? And is this a reason why the water bills have gone up so dramatically? Thank you.
A couple of things. Kim mentioned property taxes and would we have to raise them for water main breaks? The answer is no. We account in our budget for anticipation of water main breaks, and while they all came in one time, I think we're on target for our budget for water main breaks, and if it's over, it won't impact the property tax rate. Under my administration, I've reduced the property tax responsibly and steadily at a pace of we're at almost a 14-cent reduction in the property tax rate. And you know how every penny reduction helps in the long run because it makes us more competitive with all of the surrounding jurisdictions. With respect to, there was another question about how we were paying for them, and it's part of the water utility bill. Water utility, the part of the budget that goes for DPW and all of our water-related things, with respect to, there was another question, water main breaks, the number of water main breaks. I can't remember the third part. If you can help me out.
Yeah, I was remembering about, I was going to pick up on the question there because I noticed today the city board is to consider increase in cost of replacing the water meters.
Right. Okay, so that's what she asked. She asked about increase to the water bill. One of the things that I've been working on is trying to correct the problem of the wildly incorrect water bill. And we had a very antiquated water billing system. So I've been working to get upgraded water meters at every home and all of the homes that we service. And through these modernizations, make it easier for us to track if there's a problem. So there's electronic, instead of being a manual read, it's an electronic read that allows for quicker handling if there's a spike in the bill. So you can figure out if it's on the city side, if it's on your side, and how you can deal with it. Some people who have very little water usage are seeing an increase because we've switched from a automatic minimum to actual usage. And depending on how much water you use, some people are seeing an increase. But overall, with using this new system and having almost instant ability to see your water usage, you'll be able to plan your efficiencies in a more timely manner and see how your water usage is impacting your bill. And that's the goal, to give the customers more control, to make sure they know about, make sure residents know about their water usage, and they're able to be on top of that.
Very well. Ernest, it's your next question, 720.
Good morning, Madam Mayor. How are you doing this morning?
Great, thank you.
First of all, I want to say I think you're doing a great job in our community. And just a little thought maybe. And you should be doing quite a bit to help our youth. Is there any way that these fire stations that's closed, and maybe you can kind of open them, few of them up, kind of have like training centers for the youth, with this program that you're trying to kick off?
So, first, thank you very much for the compliment. I feel very blessed to be able to do what I do. A city that I love so much every single day, and I appreciate the fact that you think that we're headed in the right direction. With respect to youth training and the fire stations, we look for positive reuses of all of our city facilities which are no longer in use. One of the things that I did with recreation centers when it was time to modernize rec in our city was to look for community and not-for-profit partners so they could use those buildings. I haven't looked specifically at fire stations for youth training, but that being said, we are very focused on expanding opportunities for our young people. We are about to embark on our campaign again, and I know that I've talked to you about this, LY, with the Hire One Youth Initiative, making sure that every